Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new Shadowverse deck guide. My name is Furo, and if you like it fast and aggressive, today's BLOODCRAFT deck is definitely for you. A legal disclaimer before we are starting: the following video is part of a series of sponsored content by Cygames. If you're interested in trying out Shadowverse, you will find download links to the Steam, iOS and Android version of the game in the video description below, so feel free to use those and test the game for yourself. You can play it without paying a dime, and I'm more than happy to help you with any questions you got. Okay, now let's head back to our deck for today. As I said earlier, I will show you a strong AGGRO BLOODCRAFT deck. Back when Rise of Bahamut was released, AGGRO BLOODCRAFT decks were all over the ladder, but fall a bit flat the longer the expansion was out, with the win rate slowly decreasing over time. Now with the new expansion Tempest of the Gods, the legendary face deck is back and stronger than ever. The expansion brought a ton of new tools for BLOODCRAFT in general and AGGRO BLOODCRAFT in particular. So I will give you a brief overview of what is in the package. The basic strategy for yourself is kinda straightforward. As an aggressive deck, your main goal is just to go for your opponent's life points as much as possible. That sounds simple, but is on the other hand also very efficient. To achieve this goal, you are looking for cards that are able to win you the game on turn 6 to 7. The earlier the better, of course, while also you are being reckless to your own life points as well. Early cards like the Ambling Wraith, the Blood Wolf or the Spiderweb Imp are also damaging yourself, but you are the aggressor and don't care too much for your own life points. In fact, it is even beneficial to reduce your own life to a certain extent. Keep in mind that only when your vengeance is active for you, then is the time for specific effects in the BLOODCRAFT class to get into action. An early example for that is the Cursebrand Vampire, which is for the start a 1 playpoint creature with 1 attack and 2 health, but it is getting buffed to a 2 attack and 3 health creature when you play her with Vengeance activated. While that is a nice little bonus, the real threats are lurking in the shadows of your higher cost cards. First of all, we have the Dark General, an old basic card that is costing 4 play points and has 4 attack plus 3 health. With Vengeance active, the card is furthermore being upgraded to an additional Storm effect, ready to hit your opponent's face. 4 play points for a 4 attack Storm unit is really cheap. Compare that, for example, to the Imp Lancer here, which is only able to push 3 damage for 6 play points. And speaking of the Imp Lancer, this one right now is kind of a substitute for another legendary card called the Soul Dealer. The Soul Dealer would be another nice addition, but I don't have the card right now. Plus the Imp Lancer is of course also working really good for some finishing moves on turn 6. While we're already in the legendary space, let's have a look at one of the strongest legendaries from the new set and definitely the star of the deck, which is called Belphegor. Belphegor costs you 4 play points, has 4 attack, 4 defense and the great fanfare effect. She will give you 2 extra cards, but on the other hand pushing you down to 10 life if you are currently above that number. If you're already below that value, the extra cards are coming for free, so you don't have to worry about it. So not only enables the effect to get Vengeance activated for you, but you're also getting 2 cards, refilling your hand and hopefully finding the tools to push for the remaining life points. That is really strong and the reason why the deck is still super popular on the ladder. One fair warning though, please don't use her to drop from 20 to 10 life points if you are not sure that you can kill your opponent fast. That would be otherwise a super expensive experience. All in all, the deck is working really good right now, clearing all other classes besides Shadowcraft on a regular basis. Especially slower decks or classes like Heavencraft will provide an insane farming opportunity for yourself, with win rates going easily over 60 or 65%. We are now playing a few games on the ladder with the deck. If you have questions, just use the comment section below and I will definitely help you out. Let's play now a few games. So we are starting here against the Dragoncraft. One hell of a matchup because Dragoncraft right now is very strong. Summon Bloodkin, Blood Wolf, Yurius, we are going first. We need a 1-drop here against the Dragoncraft. So we are dropping the Summon Bloodkin for now. Urias is normally really good. Problem is the Dragoncraft is not dropping any units early on. So there might be the option to drop the Urias as well. Blood Wolf is just too good, so let's keep the 2 cards here. And hope for the best. We're getting Belphegor. So nothing to play on the first turn, apparently. Oh, there's one. So Cursebrand Vampire. Then most likely Bloodwolf is being played. Both the opponent is most often playing the Dragon Oracle on turn 2. So we don't need the Urias Levin Duke, but he's good on turn 3 though. Then we have, for example, we could get Belphegor on the board, drawing 2 more cards, Dark General, then also getting the Storm here. Dragon Mercenary, okay, he's putting a random card that costs at least 5 pay points from his deck into his hand, and this one is getting reduced. How about dropping the Yurius now? 3 more on the face. If he's now dropping a unit, he's getting 1 point of damage because the Yurius on the board. Another Dragon Mercenary. So he might be playing Storm. We could go for the Belphegor, but that is kind of expensive, costing us 8 points, 8 life points. We're not doing that, we're just dropping another Urias here. And let's go for more damage in the face. Pushing him down to 10. If he's dropping a unit, he's getting 2 damage from the Urias. So that's a lot. Plus we can still use the Belphegor next turn. He's going for the Rahab, which is a 2-5. Probably evolving that. There you go. So he's going up to 4-7. Killing a Urias. Yeah, there you go. It's a 4-6. We might just drop the Dark General here. And Ambling Wraith. Yeah, we're going for the Dark General. We can evolve that. So that's a 6-5. We can take down his guard here easily. Still having the unit on the board. So, there we go. In the face. He's already disconnecting. Could be. But he's losing anyway next turn. Even if he's clearing the board. The Imp Lancer is just finishing that. That was super fast. So I guess he's conceding. And there is a concede. Unexpected after 1 minute waiting time. So we are going for a second game, of course. And this time we have a Forestcraft as an opponent. So depending on what the Forestcraft is playing, that might be easy, might be tough. We will see about that. Normally it should be an alright matchup. I'm going first, Vampire. I guess we're just dropping everything and looking for 1-drop here. Better. Yeah, that's very good. Cursebrand Vampire on 1, Vampire Princess on 2, alongside the Sun Bloodkin on 3. And the Dark General. Dark General might be a bit too early, but you can still play that on turn 4, not a problem. Even without the Storm, that's a decent unit. So nothing for him. There's also Grimnir, War Cyclone, but most likely the Sun Bloodkin is just a better option on turn 3. Because you're dealing damage with the Vampire Princess whenever you will spawn a Forest Bat here. The Stalia Lily, which is a 2-2, and if you would enhance that, can transform an enemy follower into Snowman. The Lily, on the other hand, is a bit dangerous. That could kill the Vania Vampire Princess. So we are changing our strategy. We are dropping the Grimnir War Cyclone. We are going for 3 in the face. War Cyclone should be strong enough to get rid of the Lily, plus whatever he has on hand. And then we can play Urias and summon Bloodkin on the next turn, which is dealing more damage on average. And also Grimnir War Cyclone. Yeah, that's really good. So we can just drop the Urias here and the summon Bloodkin. We're trading into the Grimnir. Keeping our Grimnir on the board still. Summon Bloodkin is dealing 2 points of damage. And the Princess is also dealing 2 points, so that's 4. And he's down to 12. And now with the Urias, if he's dropping another unit, we are of course also dealing damage. So that's kinda nice. And right now we have a ward here, so he needs to kill the ward first before he can kill the Urias. And if he's going for the Urias, then the Vania here might survive, which allows us to deal even more damage. Well, that's definitely a tough situation for our opponent. And stuff like the Will of the Forest, if our opponent is playing that, that is still off. He's currently only at 4 play points. Grimnir is going down. There's the Elfin Prince Mage, and let's see what kind of unit he's going to attack. Probably the Urias. But then we still have the Vania, so that's also not too great for him. Vania's going down, okay. Imp Lancer. Imp Lancer it is. So right now we can, if we just evolve Yurius for example, that is then 5 damage in the face. He will be at 6, so in fact we are not missing that much. We can use the second evolve point for the Imp Lancer, which is dealing 5 damage. So I would say we are just dropping Cursebrand Vampire and the Dark General. We'll then evolve the Urias, dealing 5 on the face. Right now his small little Elfin Princess Mage is not good enough to take down the Urias. That means again he needs some sort of help, and if he's dropping another unit, then we're just winning even if he's clearing the whole board, because the Imp Lancer is dealing 5. So normally the game should be over at this point, but maybe he will surprise us. Okay, we are seeing a little trade here. Our big unit is gone. Urias is still on the board. So 5 more points to go. What are you doing with that? Jungle Warden, which is a ward, but he's also getting 1 point of damage. He's evolving. So that's 6-7. Definitely good for him to survive another turn, because even if we're evolving the Imp Lancer, we cannot just kill this guy. We can only deal 3 damage. The Princess. Let's see. The Princess would be good for a kill. Plus we would deal another 1 point of damage and can hit him for 3. So he's down to 1 then. And the Imp Lancer can kill him next turn. Let's do that.
Witness the power.
Now you made me angry. Go Bloodkin!
So down to 1. And let's see how he handles this situation. Oh, that is really difficult. Needs a board clear and he needs a ward then. Otherwise the Imp Lancer is finishing the job.
Hey, let's play.
Starting with 1 fairy, starting with 2 fairies. And what else? Maybe we are seeing an Ancient Elf here. If he's stopping more fairies, he can buff that kinda high. But then we're still only missing 1 spell here that is able to hit us in the face, hit him in the face. So the Rhino, which right now could kill a unit, he's going for the face, so it looks like he's going for an Ancient Elf. Because right now with another Rhino he cannot kill us with that. Even if he has 2 more Rhinos in his hand, that is another 4 and another 5, which is 9 in total. And we had 17. There's the Ancient Elf, so this one is getting buffed 3 times. So he's going up to 6. Plus he's evolving, so that's now 8 life. So definitely good enough against the Imp Lancer and all the small units here. So he will survive another day if we're not getting extra spell, which is right now only a summon Bloodkin. That sucks a bit. Of course he can survive. Damn it, damn it. So he was getting the Rhino back, he was getting double fairies back. How about, let's just hit this 1 time. Let's see, we can drop another 2 summon Bloodkins here. Yeah, let's drop both. And let's see what he's doing. With the Imp Lancer, if he's only killing 1, we can just clear him then next turn. So he's going for 7 in the face. Oh, that would be sick if he's killing us now. We are at 10. I mean, he can play... What can he do? He can play fairies. That is costing him, let's see, 2. Then he's playing 1 Rhino. So that one would be at 3. Then that is not enough to kill us. But he's going for another Ancient Elf, apparently. So we will play the fairies again and then get the Ancient Elf again on the board, which is then buffed 3 times if he has 3 fairies in his hand. And then the Ancient Elf will be 5, 6. Going for the Rhino. And 1 fairy. If he's now dropping the Ancient Elf, that's only getting buffed 2 times. So this one is then a 4, 5. Which means the Imp Lancer and the double force bats are good enough. And this one is also good enough, so no need. Otherwise we would have played the Imp Lancer, kill this guy. And then the question would only be if the Rhino would be good enough to kill us here next turn. Ambling Wraith is definitely good enough for kill. And he is down. So we're going for a 3rd game. And this one is Shadowcraft. Shadowcraft right now is by far, as I said earlier, the toughest matchup for our deck. So I'm not looking too forward for this matchup. Going first, Bloodwolf is normally nice, but Yurius looks better against the Shadowcraft, so we're starting with that. And hoping for 1-drop as well. There is 1 Cursebrand Vampire, so we can play Cursebrand Vampire into Yurius. Should help us a lot. And should deal a lot of damage with the Yurius. Yeah, that's even better. Ambling Wraith is better than the Cursebrand Vampire. That is just dealing 1 damage from the start. Can expect to see, for example, a Goblin here. Nothing. Oh, that's good. So we can just drop the Yurius. We got another Ambling Wraith. All the small guys are already in our hand. He's down to 18. If he's now playing a unit, the Yurius is just dealing some damage. Zombie party. And the Yurius is going down. He's not a fan of that. We got Vania Vampire Princess, which is excellent. Look at that. We have the Summon Bloodkin here as well, which is then seeing some play next turn. And for now, let's just hit him in the face. And next turn playing Cursebrand Vampire, some Bloodkin, we can evolve the Vania in 2 turns. Bone Chimera, which is only a 1-1, but of course he is then spawning some skeletons. And we got even more. Wow, that is more than we can play. So here we go. Another Sun Bloodkin, we cannot play that. Let's just go for the face. He's down to 10 already. Can evolve now, so what he is doing is dropping 1 creature, evolving, killing Vania, and the Bone Chimera here right now is only good to kill a Forest Bat. So that means we still have 3 damage on the board. Orthros is a bit better for him, he might kill... Okay, he's killing the smaller guy. 3-1, double skeletons. That's an evolve on the Orthros, clearing... what are you killing? Forest Bat? No, the bigger guy. Okay, that's good for you. We're at 18, he is at 10. That's a Dark General, which would be right now the strongest creature to play, but we want to wait until we are getting the Storm on this guy. So for now, let's just drop the Cursebrand Vampire, let's drop the double Summon Bloodkin. We will evolve 1 Forest Bat here for 3 in the face, pushing our opponent down to 6. So, not missing too much, he can of course kill at least 3 units, probably that will be 4 because he is dropping another unit, evolving, clearing all the small guys. That means we can push 1 damage, he's then down to 5. And Dark General right now would deal 4 if it's getting Storm. Cerberus. So Coco and Mimi in his hand. Doesn't evolve. He's then trading, clearing most of the stuff. And he's looting the both skeletons. So his board is also not super great. And with those 2 units, he is dealing 8 damage. Also we got Vania, Vampire Princess. Let's see. That is 5. The Dark General can deal 4. We might use the Vampire Princess and kill the Orthros. While this is also dealing 1 extra point because of the Forest Bat. We're gonna trade into this one. 1 in the face from the bat here. Then we're pushing another one. He's down to 4. That means the Dark General, when he's hitting us in the face and we are going under 10 or to 10 or lower, then this one is getting Storm and we're winning the game. Just like that. He can play the 2... Oh, he's not using the 2 extra damage. He could have used that. Ah, that is good for him. That's definitely good. The zombies. These are dangerous because they have ward. We cannot hit them in the face then. We get Grimnir War Cyclone. That's also good. Okay, with the wards here on the board, we might just drop the Dark General right away. We're not using the Storm then. We are waiting for turn 10, dropping the Grimnir War Cyclone to win the game with that. That's another 4 damage in the face. He is at 4. So that should be possible. We just need to then, to survive, we need 3 more turns. But we are at 18 right now. He's out of evolve points, so he can trade here, or he's just using the extra damage. Let's see. Hopefully we can survive that long. So he's trading, okay. Dark Conjurer. And okay, it looks like the game just frozen. Okay, there we go. That is 2 in the face, we're down to 16. Guess we cannot survive that long. There's an Imp Lancer. So gonna take care of one of the zombies. Currently that is 7 on the board, but he still has all the spells. And that is a lot of damage, that's another 8. So it would be 15. We cannot survive 2 more turns. And that's why the Shadowcraft is so strong. There's a Phantom Hall. Getting 2 more, and that is enough for him. Just hitting us in the face. And he will now use his spells. There is a Mimi. He's dealing 2. He has another Mimi, and he has a Coco. And that's definitely more than enough. I got exactly what he needed. And kaboom, kaboom. That is a 1-turn kill. Damned zombies are ruining the game.